So I am not feeling good at all, but we're going to get this video going. And yeah, okay. So we've already talked about how to find the area of different shapes. We're going to talk about how to find the missing, like if it gives you the area, how to find like the height or the length. Okay, so remember an equation has to have an equal sign. So you'd always put like area equals or volume equals, okay? Let's start with the area of a triangle. So I have my mathematics chart here. You guys can use the mathematics chart on Schoology, or you can actually use the paper copy that's up under the cart. Okay, so it says the area of a triangle. So area of a triangle is going to be, area equals 1/2 little bh. Okay, so it says the Mesquite High School football team just won the state tournament and was awarded a triangular. As soon as I find a word, I always draw it. Let's see here. A triangular pennant to hang on the wall in the gym. The base of the pennant is 1.5 feet long and has an area of 2.25 feet squared. What is the height? So I know that I found the area of a triangle, so I'm going to use this formula that's up here. A equals 1/2 BH. And then I'm going to plug in, right here. Then I'm going to plug in all of the numbers that I know. So I know that my area is 2.25, so 2.25 goes here because that's where my A is, and then I have my 1/2. It says that my base is 1.5, so that's where my B is going to be. So then I have 1.5, and then it does not tell me what our height is. That's what we're solving for, so we're going to do our height here. So the first thing that we would do is we would multiply. So I'm going to do 1.5 times 0.5. 5 times 5 is 25. 5, 6, 7. And then we have 1 here, so we're going to have 2 here, so it's going to be 0.75. And I know I'm really bad about double checking my work with the calculator, but because I'm teaching, I don't want to get it wrong. So I have 2.25, and when I multiply these right here, I got 0.75h. Now remember, if there is a number next to a variable, the operation is multiplication. So in order to solve for this one, we want to get h by itself. So I would actually divide whatever number is by the letter. I would divide. So I would divide 0.75, and then I would also divide 0.75 over here. And just to save time, because of the video, I don't want it to be too long. I'm going to use the calculator to figure out what this is. 2.25 divided by 0.75, and I actually get 3. So my height would be 3. So I always like to check my work to double check. So if I had 1/2, my base was 1.5, and my height is 3, I should get 2.25, and we're going to check that out. And I'm just going to check it on the calculator real quick. So I have 0.5 times 1.5 times 3, and it gives me 2.25. So I know I did this correctly. Okay, so let's practice. Ashley is sewing a quilt whose pattern contains a right triangle. So I'm automatically going to draw a right triangle. Each quilt piece has a height of 6 inches and an area of 24 inches. How long is the base? So we are looking for B. So we start with our formula, which is A equals 1/2 BH. Remember, you don't have to memorize the formula. The formula is going to be on this mathematics chart. All right, so we're going to plug in the numbers that we do know. It told us our area is 24. We have my equal sign, and then I have my 1/2. It does not tell me what my base is, so that's going to be my B, but it does tell me what my height is, so that's going to be 6. So we're going to drop that down, and we multiply the numbers that we can. So 1/2 times 6, I believe, is 3. But I always double check. Flynn's going to be so mad at me. She hates that I use the calculator. Okay, so I have 3b. Remember, I want to get base by itself. The operation that's between a number and a variable is multiplication. So when you want to get a variable by itself, you do the opposite. So the opposite of multiplication is division, and you always divide by the number that's attached to the variable. So if I divide by 3 here, divide by 3 here, I get b equals 8. And I'm going to double check. So I should do 1/2 times our new b times our 6, and I should get 24. 0.5 times 8 times 6, and I got 24, so that is correct. I had to fold my paper because I have my laptop sitting on dictionaries. Oh, so yeah, you were supposed to do all that there. Okay, so now we're going to find the area of a trapezoid. So the area of a trapezoid is very interesting. It's going to be this one right here. And I'm going to draw the trapezoid. Usually the trapezoids, they'll have, this will be its height, this will be base 1, and this will be base 2. So our formula is A equals 1/2 base 1 plus base 2, and then our height. Okay, here we go. Fold this up. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so a garden is in the shape of a trapezoid. It has an area of 44.4 square feet. One base is 4.3. The other base is 10.5. The height of the trapezoid, the height of the trapezoid is the width of the garden. So it's basically saying us that the height of the trapezoid is the same as the width. So if we find the height, we'll also find the width, okay? So we're going to plug in the information that it gave us. Okay, so this is going to be, I'm going to write my formula here just so it's easier to see again. Plus B2. Okay, so 44.4 equals 1/2. Base 1 is 4.3 plus base 2 is 10.5. And then we do not know our height. So we're going to do all of the stuff that we can. So the first thing we're going to do is add 10.5 and 4.3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4. So we have 1/2 times 14.8 times h equals 44.4. Okay, so now we're going to multiply these, and again, to save time for the video, I'm going to do that on my calculator. 8 times 0.5, 7.4h equals 4.4. So basically, I multiplied 14.8 times 0.5. I got 7.4, and then I tacked on my h. Remember, I want to get h by itself. The operation between a number and its variable is multiplication, so in order to get it by itself, we do the opposite. So we divide, and you divide the number that's already attached to the variable. So it'd be 7.4 divided by 7.4, and then 44.4 divided by 7.4 is going to give me 6. So the height is 6, which means the width is also 6, because remember it said the height of the trapezoid is the width of the garden. And I'm going to double check this. I always double check my work. Probably easier for me because I have a calculator though. So 4.3 plus 10.5, and then we would multiply that by 6. And when we do all of that, we should get 44.4. So here we go. Okay, 0.5 times 4.3 plus 10.5 close parentheses times 6. And we got 44.4, so I did it correctly. Okay. Let's practice. Okay, so the crossover water bridge is shaped like a trapezoid. As soon as I get to a shape name, I automatically draw it. The base of the trapezoid is 18 feet and 8 feet. I know that this is 18 and that one's 8 because this is the longer one and that's the shorter one. The area is 52 square inches. What is the height? So we're looking for the height. So my formula that, remember, I don't have to memorize, I'm looking right on this orange sheet right here, is 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 height. So we have 52, here we go, 52 equals 1/2 8 plus 18, and then we're looking for our height. So we're going to multiply everything we can here. So 18 plus 8 is 26. Okay, so we have 1/2 times 26 times h equals 52. Now I need to do half of 26. One is 13. So I have 13h, 52. 26 times 0.5, 30, 10, 13, 1, 1, yeah, 13. Okay, remember, operation between a number and a variable is multiplication. So I'm going to want to divide by the number attached to the variable. And then 52, that's 3. Oh, 4. So then my height would be 4. And I'm going to double check this. So if I did 1/2, 8 plus 18 times 4, I should get 52. Okay, so 0.5, 8 plus 18 times 4, yeah, 52. So I did that one correct. Okay, why do you have to write the formula when solving for the area of a shape or a missing piece? And that is so that you can plug in numbers. So you can plug in the numbers. Excuse me. Okay, now let's do a multi-step one. It says Hannah and Leanne are using rolls of fabric to make a rectangular stage curtain for their class play. The rectangular. Sorry. The rectangular piece of fabric on each roll measures 2.5 times 15. The area is 200 square feet. What is the least number of rolls they need? Okay, let me check something real quick. Okay, so they're using this one for fabric. And then this is our little piece of fabric. And then all these, like we're going to take this and put it here, and put another one, and then 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 put another one, put another one. And we want that all to equal 200 square feet. So we know the area of the really big piece, but we don't know the area of the small piece. So we need to find the area of the small piece first. The rectangular piece of roll measures 2.5 feet by 15. Okay, so in order to find the area of a rectangle, it's base times height. So basically, I'm just going to multiply 15 times 2.5. 5, 10, 12, 5, 2. 5, 6, 7, 3, 1, 1, 37. Let me double check. 15 times 2.5, 37. Okay, so we have 37.5. So each of these little pieces is 37.5, but we need a whole bunch of these to fill up 200. So we need to figure out how many we're going to need, so we would divide. So it'd be 200 divided by 37.5. 200 divided by 37.5. What's the least number? So I got this repeating number. So you would think it would be 5, but remember we need to cover up this part right here also. So we're actually going to need 6 pieces. So our answer would be 6 on this one. Alrighty. I don't know why I keep not putting it in the right spot. Okay, so on this one, let's practice. I want you to do this one on your own, and